Everyone, welcome back from Hot Girls to Hot Flashes. I'm your host, Jay Renee.
And I'm Kiki J.
Now, listen, we have been talking about being positive, positivity, just, being a part, having perimenopause and all this other stuff. We always talk about negative stuff, boo. So now we just want to switch it up a little bit and just talk about different things. But the problem is today, we don't know what we're going to talk about.
Mm-mm.
Kiki, what we're going to talk about? Because we just said, press record and let's go.
Let's have fun. Let's talk.
Because let me tell y'all something. This gig is not easy, okay?
And we've just been stressed lately. And so the thing that popped into my head was, what's your favorite TV theme songs? Because I have several. Like, I'm a TV girly and I just grew up watching a whole bunch of stuff. And there's a whole lot of great TV theme songs.
We did In the Heat of the Night. That's your thing. Listen, one of the
In
best
the
intro.
heat.
Listen, oh, now
But
she's singing.
but no, like the Golden Girls.
Okay, classics.
Yes.
Now these are classics. Now, Golden Girls, let me tell you about that. Any episode, any line, any year, from the pilot episode to the final, Golden Girls is my jam. Say what you will. I don't know
I
what you
don't
shake
know.
your head
So
for.
I don't know like I watched it, but I haven't watched it like that. But the theme song, thank you
Blasphemy.
for being a friend.
Blasphemy.
Travel down like if I had to sing a theme song from beginning to end
Yeah.
without messing up to
Go ahead.
win money, I would win Golden Girls. It would win me money. I know
Because
it.
it's just that simple.
Exactly. I know it.
And see, some people will do what's the one? It's a rare condition in this day and age.
Oh yeah. See,
It's
I mean
either
it's
Full
cool.
House or Family
Family
Matters.
Matters.
Yeah,
But yeah,
see,
no. But like Sanford and Son, that's another one of my shows. That theme, just the music, dude, I love it.
how you gonna sing the theme to Sanford and Son?
But you can't
Ba-da,
sing it.
ba-da,
Exactly.
ba-da, 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 ba-da.
You know it, don't you? You know it. See there, you singing it. You know it. Dunna dunna dunna
My
dun dunna
God.
dun dunna.
It's the
Yes.
little things. We're
Yes.
celebrating the little things. When it comes to classic TV like sitcoms, to me, the theme songs, okay, Three's Company.
Yeah. Three.
Three's Company. These are the things that we grew up with.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you have the instrumentals like I Love Lucy, things like that. But brain fog. I was getting ready to say something and it literally
I've
flew out
had
of my
that all
mind.
morning. All morning my brain fog
Oh
has been
my
getting
God.
me.
We're talking about theme songs
Mhm.
and TV sitcoms.
Mhm. I don't know. You remember the theme song, the Amen? Do you remember Amen? Shine on your light from heaven.
Listen, let me tell you something.
No.
Listen, the
Yes.
same women that
Yes.
sung the Amen theme song are the same women that were in the Disney movie Hercules. From Zero to Hero, the phase that were, from Zero to Hero, Hercules. The women on the little urns, I want to say they weren't the fates, but they were the ones that were singing the theme song, Hercules. You never seen
I've
Hercules.
never seen Hercules.
You know what? And y'all, I'm so sorry because this brain fog. I am trying to figure out what I was going to say 3 minutes ago, and I have the show. It's right here in my head, but I can't pull it up. I can't say it. And the theme song doesn't even have words. It's the Jeffersons. Okay, the Jeffersons. Love the Jeffersons.
Mhm.
You know, Janae Dubois, not
Yeah.
Janet Dubois. It's Janae Dubois. Rest
From
in
Good
power.
Times, right?
Yes, rest in
Yeah.
power. Yeah, Walona.
Yeah.
She
Mhm.
was the singer of that song.
Mhm.
Interesting fact. My husband Ronald, his aunt Phil, excuse me, Aunt Ophelia.
Mhm.
His Aunt Ophelia was in competition with Janae Dubois to sing that song,
Hmm.
and Aunt Ophelia was pregnant and she
Oh.
couldn't make it to the audition,
Oh.
and that's what got Janae Dubois. Yeah, she is a
Hmm.
singer in Jersey. So
Okay.
yeah, just like the little things like that. I
You still can't think
Yeah,
of it.
I can't think of that song. What is that song?
I don't know the show or the
God
song. I have no
dang.
idea what you were thinking about.
Anyway, for those of you all, okay, once again, this is what perimenopause looks like. When
Mhm.
you are in the middle of something and all of a sudden your brain, it's like a fucking
It
glitch in
goes
the
away
matrix.
and you
I'm
can't
like,
think
what?
of it. Yep.
Dang.
Mhm.
And it's really bothering me now because I love what we're talking about. We're being positive, things that we like, things that we love, especially these.
I don't know. Another one for me while you're thinking, Half and Half. Did you ever watch the show
The
Half and
hell is
Half?
happening? No.
It's with the girl like Rachel True and Essence Atkins and through this journey of discovery, you're finding you, I'm finding me.
Chat, chime in and let me know because I don't know what she's talking about. Half and half.
They were half sisters and they met each other. Well, they knew each other, but they ended up living in the same apartment building. Phyllis was the mama. Phyllis was Thelma Hopkins and watch half and
No
half.
shade.
If you've
No
never watched
shade.
it,
No
half and
shade.
half.
It sounds like a CW or
It
UPN show.
was. I probably maybe back in the day. I don't know. It was it
Okay.
was it was fun. I liked it a lot.
Okay.
I liked it
Okay.
a lot.
Okay. Kiki loves to do a little bit like deeper dives than I do. I'll do deep cuts on certain things, but she'll go all the way
I
in on certain things and I'm
but
just
I was
not.
a TV girly. I had 2 children at home and I was,
I understand, but
had
I
to
mean, I was never a CW,
I mean,
UPN
I like black
bounce,
folks.
I love us too. I love us too. But one thing I can't stand is when the FCC and all these other places, they try to put us in this little box for us, by us, but it's not made by us. It's not produced by us. It's not written or directed. That's the problem I had with the show Girlfriends.
Oh, I didn't.
Everybody loved Girlfriends. That's the one with like Tracy Ellis Ross.
Yes,
Oh, they just
it
love
was
that.
alright. It just got weird.
Tell me it was created and produced by Kelsey Grammer.
They said Akil, what's it? Akil Barak, what's it? Brock? Brock Akil? I
I
don't
don't
know.
know.
But there was a documentary on somewhere I saw. I think it wasn't YouTube,
Mhm.
wasn't Netflix. It
Mhm.
was about black people and like the origins of black TV.
Mm.
I will try to find it and put the link, but it was like a 3-part documentary or something I watched one
Mm.
day. And it was talking about like the origins of black TV. And a lot of these shows were talked about. They talked about how the UPN became about with these black shows and, the CW and all that. It
Mhm.
was really interesting.
Mhm. And that's my
I'll send
thing.
it to you.
Listen, Kiki and I, we have our differences when it comes to black culture and the black experience when it comes to certain things, the motion picture association and different things like that. But we digress because we're still being the Andy Griffith Show. That's it. The Andy Griffith Show. That's what I was thinking of because it's a whistling
It
theme song.
is whistling.
Y'all, flashers, thank you so much for being patient because that was killing me. The Andy Griffith theme show with the whistling component.
Mhm.
Listen, to me,
No words, just whistling.
that just I know what it looked like. Mayberry, simple,
Mhm.
Americana, white
Mhm.
town, whatever.
Yeah.
But y'all can say what y'all want to, but Andy Griffith, the way he raised his child, I mean, to me, it just had an impact on me because it
Yeah.
was simple. It wasn't, they didn't care about race, they didn't care about creed, they didn't
Mhm.
care about, certain things. It was just about doing the right thing without having this overly, this overly middle Americana message.
Yeah, and it wasn't,
Loved it.
like, preachy, it was just kinda, this is what it was, and it had the little bumbling
And it was funny.
guy.
And
Yeah,
it was funny.
yeah.
Bumbling guy. Do you mean Barney Fife?
Barney Fife. There you go, Barney Fife. Yep.
AKA Don Knotts,
Yes.
ladies man, rest in power. I
Yes.
heard he was like all up in you know what?
Really?
It yes.
Wow.
I love a good documentary. I love a good documentary. And Don Knotts, the documentary of Don Knotts, y'all,
Hmm.
check it out.
Hmm.
But yeah, these are things that kind of bring us
It just
happiness.
bring
Talking
us
about
joy. It's just fun.
these
Like, I Love Lucy. I think people don't talk about I Love Lucy enough. I think and there's a new, book that is released, and I think there's about to be a biopic come out about, Lucy.
did you
Biopic?
say biopic?
Biopic. Biopic.
Thank you. Biopic is sending me to the moon.
I am from South Georgia, and we say things a certain way. From
Listen,
which
that's
I
why
come in South
listen,
Georgia.
I get it. I get it. But yeah, I love a good documentary because y'all, it goes so in depth in things that
Mhm.
we just used
You
to
don't know
see.
the
Yes.
backstories of stuff. Like, I
Yeah.
watched the Pee Wee Herman,
Did you see
documentary.
that? I
I
haven't
loved
seen
it.
that
It was so
yet.
good. Yeah, I loved it.
I just love
And
how
so
he
it's just
introduced himself like my name's Paul. I'm like, oh,
your name
oh,
is Pee Wee.
may he rest.
But Paul Rubens was really good. I really liked him. So there's just a lot of good a lot of stuff that you don't think about, that you don't talk about,
Hmm.
and a lot of these shows that just were funny back when we were growing up. Like I used to watch what's her name? Mama's Family with,
Yes, Vicki
Vicki
Lawrence.
Lawrence.
Now
I
that
love
was
Vicki
funny. Now
Lawrence.
that was funny.
Yes, I love Vicki
That's where I
Lawrence.
first got
Yes.
exposed to Rue McClanahan, Betty White, aka Blanche Devereaux, and Rose
Mhm.
Nyland on The
Yep.
Golden Girls.
Mhm.
And y'all, these are things that, people talk about now, how we should be more involved in our culture and this and that. You have to understand, for those times, those were the things that were available.
Mhm.
It's not as though we're just, you know what, we're not doing any of this stuff. But it's about your childhood,
Yeah.
what you learned and what you saw. And then as you get older, you make your own decisions and you
Mhm.
find out what makes you happy. But when we talk about finding happiness and finding joy, these nostalgic moments,
Mhm.
including and these theme songs were such a
They
touchstone
were.
in
They
everything we had
were.
going on. Archie
Yeah.
Bunker, Archie, and I never watched that.
I
I
never.
never watched
Yeah.
All in the Family, but I remember
Mhm.
being on in my grandma's house.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then our All in the Family, that was a spin-off of
Well,
The Jeffersons.
Jeffersons,
The Jeffersons is
came from
it's
that.
like
Yep.
certain things
Mhm.
that happen. I don't know whether or not you remember these sitcoms in the 70s. It started off, I think, was it Valerie? It was like Valerie and then
Uh-huh.
Rhoda, and then like these things just kind of, it was like the Mary Tyler Moore show.
Yep.
These
Mhm.
things just kind of spun off from one another.
Yeah.
And it was a continuity that was always involved, like when we were growing up. Now, fast forward when you get to the 90s, we're
Mhm.
not going to talk about the 80s. When you get to the 90s and you're talking about Living Single,
Oh, yeah.
Different World,
Mhm.
Cosby Show in the late 80s,
Mhm.
making us more mindful and more cognizant and proud
Yeah.
of, who we are
Where we
and where
come
we come
from.
from because a
Yeah.
different world.
And where we can go. You can go to college, and the black college experience, that was
That was
huge.
everything for us.
And they didn't
Yes.
just show, like, light stuff, they talked about heavy. They introduced, they talked about AIDS on the show, they talked about
Mhm.
domestic violence, they
Mhm.
talked about voting rights,
Pregnancy,
pregnancy,
yeah,
yeah, all kinds
everything.
of stuff.
Yeah.
That's where I learned a lot of stuff was on watching TV
Mhm.
because, teenager, where you going, what you doing,
And now with social media, now people have the opportunity to get this information from so many places. So yeah, you have to have some discernment, but it was such a pivotal moment and television was such a pivotal time for us
Mhm.
to
Oh,
discover
yeah.
who you were, how you wanted
Mhm.
to move, how you found your tribe, stuff like A Different World, the college experience, the Cosby show, let you see a successful black family, not people
Yes.
just down on their luck and struggling,
Mhm.
which is what like good times were. They had good times, but they
It was a
lived in them.
struggle.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like
Mhm.
our lives are always about the struggle. Do you
Mhm.
know that I found out that people won't even watch Roots? There are a lot of people that won't even
Oh.
watch Roots
Mhm.
because they're like, man, nobody's living like that. If people don't care
Yeah.
about that, you have to know your history to
Mhm.
be able to recognize something, certain things that are in your present
Mhm.
so you will know how to operate
Yeah.
in the future.
Like James
So,
Baldwin said, "Know
mm,
from whence ye came." You have to know from whence you came to know
mhm.
where you're going. So
Yep.
it's very important. And not everything has to be heavy, right? Some
Mhm.
stuff is fun and uplifting and
Yeah.
funny. So but I watch documentaries about stuff. I watch comedies. I
Mhm.
watch, lately I'm still in my heat of the night era,
Mhm.
y'all, but you know, you have to do stuff that's gonna make you happy. Like
Mhm.
you mentioned, living single. I loved it. 4 black women living in a brownstone in New York,
Mhm.
supporting each other, that sisterhood piece.
Mhm.
It's so important because we never really saw like
And
black
everybody was
women as
and
friends.
everybody was different shapes.
Yes.
Everybody was different sizes with different
Mhm.
careers. Kim
Yes.
Cole, you had everything there. You had
Mhm.
business women, you
Yep.
had women in law, you had
Mhm.
those that were the kind of the whimsical types. You had those that were the trendy types. You
Yeah.
had everything and y'all, it
Mhm.
was something. I like to think that it was something for everyone because I rarely did I see a woman on television that was not older in the struggle that
Mhm.
was on television.
Mhm.
Erica Alexander, Maxine, aka
Oh yeah,
Maxine Shaw,
Maxine Shaw,
did it for
attorney
me.
at law. Oh
Y'all,
yeah.
my nickname was Shaw in college. I have a tattoo that says Shaw on my back. It was just that, well, over my shoulder. It was just that deep. These influences that we had to celebrate our blackness
Mhm.
and to be proud of
Mhm.
who we were. And y'all, a lot of that stemmed from the images we saw on
Yes,
television.
it did.
That is crazy, but true.
Mhm. Yep.
So I'm just thankful that we can talk about this stuff and embrace the nonsense of it all. Cause to us it was like, oh great. We're not talking
Yeah.
about cartoons. We're talking
Yeah.
about sitcoms and theme songs and stuff
Mhm.
that brought us to certain realizations in
Yeah,
life.
yeah, and brought us joy,
Mhm.
and I always go back to that. It just makes you laugh, makes you think.
Mhm.
Looking back on stuff like, wow, people really live like this. This
Mhm.
is this is where we were back then, and
Yes.
this is how far we've come now. So,
Yeah.
it's always fun to look at stuff like that. And guys, we want you all to chime in. What are some of your favorite old TV shows? What are some of your favorite theme songs? Because
Mhm.
my like I said, my top one, Sanford and Son, even though it has no words, In the Heat of the Night, Living Single, Golden Girls, love all of them.
Mhm. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, same here. You can never go wrong with certain things that have that imprint. Oh, and the biggest one, I'm sorry, from 1979 to 19, I want to say 92. Give me that Dallas. Give me the theme from Dallas, honey. Y'all can tell me nothing. And then I end up playing, some of the instruments that I end up playing in the band, the theme from Dallas, the French horn, the
I don't think I
mellophone.
remember the theme song from Dallas. I
How dare you?
watched it,
How
but I
dare
don't know
you?
I don't know that I remember it.
Go look it up. Theme
I will
song
look
from
it up.
Dallas. Yes, get
'Cause,
at me later.
we watched Dallas and Knots Landing, and what was the other one?
Falcon
Dynasty.
Falcon
Oh,
Crest.
Falcon Crest
Falcon
too.
Crest and
Yep,
Dynasty. What do you mean?
all of
Listen.
them.
Yes, my mama shows. Yes, my mom
Yeah.
and my aunt.
Stuff that we probably had no business watching back then.
Honey, when they came back from Bible study, it was on and popping. Anyway, thank you guys for joining us this week as we celebrate happiness in the midst of perimenopause. Kiki, anything else?
I think that's it. Make sure you comment, please, and let us know what you think of today's episode. And also, what are your favorite theme songs and TV shows?
Yes, so keep us posted. And until next time, you guys, we will catch you later. See you later, Flashers.
Bye, Flashers.